Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a Neuvillette listener by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette was someone who was always willing to step in, to make sure you would be safe, and nothing in the world would change that. He may not seem the self-sacrificial type, but he was. He certainly was. He cared about you deeply, and he knew that your position and being in a relationship with him would make you a little bit of a target for people. So he was worried, and for the right reasons, especially since you would always accompany him to any diplomatic meetings. You were well known and loved by the people, but as love existed, so did hate, and he knew for certain that you had your own enemies, and there was nothing he could do to change that. It was the nature of being in such an important position, and also being his partner. It didn't matter much, and maybe, had things been less dangerous, he wouldn't have cared. But he knew how dangerous things could get, and that was why he was scared. Always worrying over you, telling you that you have to have your guards around, that you can't be careless. And although you thought it was silly, you did your best to listen to him, to make sure that you wouldn't be endangering yourself, since you didn't want him worrying too much. Neuvillette, I promise I'll be fine. Perfectly so. You don't have to worry like that. Well, it is my job to worry about you. You are my partner, are you not? I am, but you worry too much. I promise I will live and I'll be fine. There's no need to worry about everything. And as much as you would want to worry less, he knew there was nothing such as worrying less and not worrying enough, especially with the importance of your position and how many people look to you and how many people would benefit if you were gone, or him in that case. Some people just want to get you out of the picture, and that's why, as he was accompanying you on a walk far away from the court, he never really expected to be attacked and be caught off guard like this. But it was not him who the person headed toward. No, it was you directly. And given any other circumstance, he would have been able to defeat that Fatui with barely exerting any effort. But there was no time. Nothing. The arrow was coming straight for your throat. And Neuvillette, he had to step in and do something. He couldn't let you lose your life like that. That's why he stepped in the way, and he only had a moment to realize that things were not exactly going to plan. And the Fatui ran immediately, realizing what he did. You were frozen in place, barely even managing to catch him before he fell roughly to the ground. And you kept his face in your hands, looking at him, the blood leaking out of his wound. Neuvillette, Neuvillette, please tell me you'll be fine. You... Oh, Neuvillette, please. Please don't let anything happen to you. You can't heal yourself? Are you sure? I am. Please, just get Sagewine or someone. I'm sure I will be able to deal with this, he said, but you could tell that wouldn't be the case. He was beyond tired, and there was nothing he could do about it. Not now. And most importantly, you were not going to let him worry about anything when he had sacrificed his life for your own. He stood in the way just to prevent you from getting hurt. He had no idea how this would benefit anyone. Why taking you out of his picture would be better. But this? Someone hurting Neuvillette? You could see why it would happen. For many people too. But that's not what mattered now. Now you just had to get him somewhere safe. Away from prying eyes. And away from people who might want to harm him. It didn't take you long to be able to get him to someone to help you. And then you were on your way to Palaemormonia. And soon Siegeween had actually come. As soon as you asked for her, it didn't take her even 30 more minutes to show up. Meanwhile, you had people just to stop the bleeding. 2 doctors, trying to figure out what to do with him. But you told them not to do anything without Siegeween, because she would know. You trusted her more, considering that Neuvillette was not also a dragon too. And to be quite honest, you weren't really focused on what was going on. Most of it went by in a haze, as you focused on the person who nearly sacrificed himself for you. And soon, when Neuvillette woke up, he held your hand, staring at your sleeping form, and then gave it a gentle squeeze. Oyan, what happened? Oh, Neuvillette, you're fine. Oh, I'm so relieved. I was so scared I had lost you. I don't want anything like this to happen ever again. I'm so sorry. I really am. You said. Because you felt guilty. Had it not been for you, he wouldn't have had to do this. But instead, he wraps his arms around you, kissing your forehead, so sweetly and so gently, despite the slight pain that comes from his side. Please do not apologize. There is nothing for you to apologize about. Don't blame yourself. I would have done this either way. I would do anything to keep you safe, even if at my own expense, he said, and he knew that would always be true, as you wrapped your arms around him, shaking your head. Please, don't do that. Put yourself first, okay? I know you're a dragon sovereign, but you're not made of metal. Please, Neuvillette, look out for yourself some more. I can't lose you. And although he never wanted to stop protecting you, he can at the very least promise you he will do better to make sure you're not hurt and he's not hurt in the process of protecting you. But any day and any time, he will protect you until the very end.